Cedric, it seems like we've asked you these questions a few times this year where the defense may give up a lot of yards during the game, but you guys step up and make a play late in order to seal a win. You guys did it again tonight. What does that say about your group?
We definitely had a little bit of troubles stopping their offense today. But like I said before, this team is resilient. This team never gives up. This team always gives great effort and plays hard. And when you do that, that sometimes kind of bails you out sometimes. And that's what you kind of see, guys just playing hard and just making plays when things really matter.
Speaking of that resilience, at this point, how comfortable are you when chaos is just happening in these games?
I say I'm pretty comfortable, as a leader. I try to get guys to kind of calm down, even try to calm myself down because I play with so much emotion, and just kind of regroup as a team and just get back and figure out what we did wrong or whatever was going on and kind of fix that and not kind of get a negative mentality. Telling guys to pick their heads up, it's 4 quarters of football, the game isn't over until all zeros are on the clock.
How special do you think it is to have that kind of confidence in a redshirt freshman quarterback that, 2 minutes on the clock, they go back out, that they're going to get a touchdown?
Yeah, I was definitely confident. I mean, first of all, they're a talented bunch on offense. And we work this every day in practice, like literally every day in practice. Before we in practice, we do a 1-minute drill. So just having that constant repetition and working it, obviously they knew their plan going into the 2-minute drive, and they executed and made plays when they needed to be made.
How often does the defense win in practice in those 1-minute drills?
I'd say it's about 50-50. It's usually about 50-50.
Coming out of the half, do you think it was more adjustments that you guys made in that great third quarter, or was it just executed?
I definitely think it was a little bit of both of adjustments and executing. I feel like in the first half it might have been kind of one guy out of place or something like that. And we just made those adjustments and we kind of found a way to kind of slow down the run game in the second half, which was really good for us.
Cedric, take us on the trip back over here. It's such a long walk. Like, you guys have got the bell, you're ringing it. Like, what's the feeling like? What was it like on the way over here, and then you get back in there and you got the music going? Just what was the whole scene like once everything was finished?
I mean, yeah, the feeling, is amazing. I mean, winning a close game, on the road, rivalry game versus Duke. I mean, there's really no other feeling like that. I mean, the excitement was very, very high. The energy was great. Everybody's got smiles on their face. So it was definitely a good feeling, a hard, fought win, and we felt like we deserved it. And it definitely felt good to come back into this locker room with the win.
Mac has told us a couple
Like
times.
on the drive where Duke scores the touchdown, but then there's the illegal shift penalty, and then they get the chop block penalty right after that. Like, what kind of was going through your emotion?
I mean, my emotions were definitely all over the place this game. I can definitely tell you that. But I mean, like I said, you just play the next play. You really don't, get caught up into those things. Whatever happens. You just try to play the next play and just make the best out of it.
Mac has told us a couple times going back to the start of fall camp that he likes the demeanor of this team. He likes the leadership. He likes the vibe that you guys are consistent with. That wasn't always the case last year. Is that one of the reasons why you guys are able to win these games on the road? You're 4-0 on the road now.
Yeah, I definitely think that's a testament to our team. I mean, I think our whole attitude, I said this before, and the team has changed from last year to this year. This team is a lot more resilient. This team has a lot more leaders on it. This team, just gives a lot and is way more prepared than I feel like the team was last year. And so that kind of shows. I mean, like you said, 4 road game wins, but not only that. I mean, we've had I think all of them were close games, within 7 points wins. So, considering that we've been able to win close games and on the road, it definitely shows that we're growing as a team.
Who got the Road Warriors thing started in there?
That's kind of a Mac thing. That's something that Mac started.
How do you plan to spend the bye
Didn't he
week?
pass it off on them?
How do you plan to spend the bye week?
Definitely, recover, get some rest. Looking forward to preparing for Duke. Not Duke, Pitt. Looking forward to preparing for Pitt. And just really regrouping and kind of taking a deep breath as a team, you know, kind of look at what we've done good, what we've done bad, and, you know, make the adjustments and get ready for the rest of the season.
Because you guys are 6-1 and 3-0 in ACC play. Before the year, during the year, how much you guys talk about the Coastal and Charlotte as part of your goals?
I mean, that's definitely a goal in mind, but that's not something that we're really talking about right now. We're taking it week by week, one game at a time, you know, and before you know it, we might be in that position to do that. But I mean, it's definitely a goal for us.
You guys good with that?
How about, maybe one more real quick, the game-winning drive from Drake, I mean, is that just another thing he can add to this resume that he's building that, you know, it's like you can just list off these things that he's doing, like, I mean, to be able to produce a game-winning drive?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, like I said, I'm not surprised. You know, like I said, we work this drill every day in practice. We got talented dudes on the offensive side of the ball, real playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I mean, Drake is a great quarterback. I mean, you guys shouldn't be surprised either. I think you guys have learned to see that. You know, he's a really great player, and, you know, he steps up in big moments, for sure.
Thank you, Seth.